Yo, what's good? It's your boy Wilson. You watching EmceeTV, the podcast, coming at you live from EmceeTV Studios in Des Moines, Iowa. As always, with me, my bro.
This your boy Big Ray West, B-I-double-G, representing the west side of Des Moines, Iowa, not to be confused with the West Coast, and they know.
What's up? For some reason, it looked like the thumbnail's the wrong one, but that's all right. Ray, how you feeling this morning?
Blessed.
Hell yeah. It's been a minute since we've been on here, man. So it's nice to get back at it. I'm feeling blessed too, bro. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling happy. Just got back from a couple of vacations. I'm smiling, rejuvenated.
Hell yeah, that's what time it is. We had our little spring break, take a few weeks off to do a little bit of traveling and, get reacquainted with the family.
Hell yeah. What'd you do on the little podcast break, bro? What'd you do?
Man, I was out here getting it, doing this rapper thing on the road. We did shows in Grand Island, Nebraska. Shout out to Grand Island, Nebraska. That was a great time. Met a lot of dope guys out there. Shout out Upset, shout out Boyd, shout out Cypher, shout out Young Mex. You know what I'm saying? Guys like that. It was a good time out there. Then we did a show in Sioux City, Iowa. Shout out Samo Davis. Shout out Hell's Flame, Jay Lively, Dre Day Machiavelli, Attilly, guys like that. Heckles. It was a good time. And then Kansas City also. We did Kansas City, and I'll be back in Kansas City April 11th. And we're looking to do it again.
What's going down April 11th?
April 11th, I'm with ATM and 93 and Alive for a mixed genre show in Blue Springs, Missouri.
Okay, shout out ATM. That's what's up.
Yeah, ATM, ho.
You know what time it is. No, that's dope. Man, I was moving and grooving myself. You know what I mean? We was on different schedules, different continents. Maybe not continents, but we was on different schedules. I went one too far. Nah, man, I was in Phoenix for a little minute. I had to run out there and do the damn thing. And then me and the wife ran out there. I bartended a party for a homeboy, and he did it big and took us out and showed us Phoenix and Mesa and Tempe and all of that. And man, the Southwest is cool. I never really got to experience any of that, and that was a blast. It was a lot of fun. And then yesterday, I just rolled back in from Denver. Me and the fam took the train out to Denver, kicked it for a couple of days. Had the homie Matt True out here hanging out, watching the dogs, and taking care of the house and everything for me while I was gone. But man, we did it up big in Denver. We went and caught a Nuggets game and linked up with a couple of the Toronto Raptors before we got out of town. We drove up to Wyoming and saw my parents, kicked it up there for a real brief minute, and then just did a lap and came back home. We hit up one of them Buc-ee's gas stations. They got one of them in Colorado. I got to send the video footage to you, bro. I did a whole man versus food with the brisket sandwich from Buc-ee's and took the bite. And, bro, I would have not ever thought you was going to get down on some gas station barbecue, but like, this is the real deal, bro. They're pulling fresh brisket out the smoker. They start screaming, fresh brisket, and everybody's cheering. They got cowboy hats on. They're dicing up brisket in the middle of the gas station. And then this gas station is like a mall, bro. It's ridiculously big. I'd never seen no Buc-ee shit.
I've always heard great things about it, but I've never, I've never been to Buc-ee's. And I was just gonna say, they always talk about this brisket, and I like to think that I know a little bit about the brisket game. So shit, yeah.
I was very impressed.
You were impressed. Okay, that's good. And you've been to
it's big. They're generous.
You been to Joe's? You been to Joe's Kansas City barbecue?
Yes.
Okay, it's fucking with Joe's brisket, and that's that's a gas station too.
Yeah. I don't think that we got brisket. What did I get when we went there? We just went there recently too.
Okay.
What did I get? I might have got pulled pork or something. You know what I mean?
You probably got the pork Z-Man.
That might have been it.
Yeah.
but yeah, man, I was definitely messing with the Buc-ees. And what else did we do? We went to the Garden of the Gods and got in touch with the dirt. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
We did a little hiking, and yeah, man, Colorado was cool. And then jumped on the train and came back.
I'm
So
about to do Colorado in June, man. Take my boys and my daughter and my wife out there, all of us together for the first time. So
nice.
that'll be
That's
exciting.
hell yeah, that'll be a blast.
See my homeboy Young Drink, you
Yes,
know what I'm
sir.
saying, and his family.
That's awesome.
I'm finna hit up the mountains. I think we got a little park reserved out there for Juneteenth. So,
Nice.
yayer.
Hell yeah, that'll be beautiful, bro. The weather was amazing. It was 98 degrees when I was out there. You know what I mean? It was just it was awesome. It was awesome. It was a good recharge and get back in touch with everything. You know what I mean? So I feel
For
good,
sure.
happy. Um, but yeah, let's get into it. Let's talk a little music. Let's talk a little hip hop. Uh,
Shit, yeah, you can go ahead and set it off.
okay, I was just going to ask. Okay, so we'll go with this one that everybody's talking about. Um, we're going to talk about the homie Afroman. We might as well.
Mm.
This was massive right now, as everybody knows. And I'll be honest, I was a little behind on this one. I didn't realize that he had actually won his court case recently.
Lick 'em low, Lisa.
Uh, yes, won his court case in his very exciting tale of lemon pound cake. He tells the story of how he got raided. He had security systems set up in his house, and you could see them doing all sorts of the sheriff's deputies. You could see them doing all sorts of nefarious things. He filmed it. He made a song out of it, and they
I
tried to
made a
sue
few
him.
songs out of that shit.
Yeah, yeah. But originally he had the lemon pound cake joint, and they tried to sue him for, I believe it was defamation of character, um, and I think they wanted to sue him for $4 million. And Afro Man just recently won. Uh, it was a court case that's been going on since 2023. The sheriff's deputies claimed that the songs and videos he released regarding a raid of his home were defamatory and an invasion of their privacy. Uh, the Adams County Sheriff's Office deputies raided Foreman's Winchester, Ohio home, which is about 50 miles east of Cincinnati, according to Fox 19. From the time, police had obtained a warrant to search the residence on, quote, probable cause that drugs and paraphernalia were located on the property and that trafficking and kidnapping had been taking place there. Uh, anyways, shout out to Afroman for winning the court case. It says police confiscated a joint, a vape pen, and $5,000 in cash. He was never charged. A spokesperson for the Adams County Prosecutor's Office later admitted that the raid failed to turn up probative criminal evidence. Quote, you shouldn't kick people's doors down over speculation, and you shouldn't kick people's doors down with an AR-15 over assumptions, Foreman told Fox 19. In the wake of the event, Foreman says he thought about suing the police but decided against it. I asked myself, as a powerless black man in America, what can I do to the cops that kicked down my door, end quote, he asked NPR. Quote, and the only thing I could come up with was make a funny rap song about them and make some money, use the money to pay for the damages they did and move on, end quote. The result was Lemon Pound Cake, released from Afroman in 2022. Tracks such as the police raid, why you disconnected my video camera, and the title song, details of the breach in an exaggerated, hyperbolic, and off-comic fashion. Another song, Will You Help Me Repair My Door, was accompanied by a video that included footage from the breach. Ray, what are your thoughts on this, bro?
I think he's a brilliant man. And you know what I'm saying? I think he was 1,000% right. You know, I think it's a huge victory for all creators. You know what I'm saying? It goes for freedom of speech. He's taken these so-called bad turns in life. You know what I'm saying? These down points and capitalized on them. you know, and it's brilliant. He's gone viral again, yet again, you know, and I commend him. I love it. I've been slapping Afroman all weekend, and it's like that. Like he's on all the news networks right now. Everybody's talking about this man because it's a win for everybody, not just the black culture, not just the hip hop culture, but you know, just for everybody. You know, and I feel like Afroman is for everybody. Afroman's the people's people. You know, yeah, I love it.
CP jumped in the comments. He says, "Bro, you were singing that last night. Had me dying."
Lyrical Lisa.
Yeah, man. You know, I've been rocking with Afroman for a long time. I first met him at the House of Bricks in Des Moines when it was over in East Village. Before we were even calling that joint the East Village, you know what I mean? And I got mad love for Afroman. He's always been ultra cool to me. He was ultra cool to us when we were able to interview him when he came to Des Moines. And props to Afroman.
He needs to do what we said. He needs to. I'm sure everybody's told him by now. I'm sure, but he needs his own brand of lemon pound cake being sold. You know what I'm saying? And he needs to be on a podcast. He doesn't have to do it on the regular, but once a week or something. You know, give us a 10, 15-minute update of what's going on, or just touch on, you know, trending topics or something. But put the Afroman spin on it. That shit would go crazy. Like
people love him.
Yeah, dog. Hey, I showed my mom the interview when we did it. She was like, "What is that thing?" Because she seen the nails and shit, and the afro, and how he was dressed all, you know what I'm saying, player pimp like, you know what I'm sizzling. Moms wasn't going for none of that shit.
She wasn't having
what
it.
Is that thing? Who want to talk to that?
Oh, he kills it though. You know what I mean? His personality is awesome. He's very easy to talk to. He's laid back. You know what I mean? People are feeling it. I like to see him win because he's I don't mean this in a disrespectful way, but he's a common man. You know what I mean? He's a regular person just like us. You know what I mean? And I like to see him win. That's exciting.
Yeah, man. Shout out to him, man. I just know he's going to capitalize. He's already announced the tour. I think they already got at least 15 dates out, you know, so that's awesome for him. You know, get this paper, man, because there's plenty to get. You just got to put your name on it, and your name's all over it right now, my boy.
Amen. Ray, where do you want to take it from here, bro?
Shit, let's talk Black Thought and Mach-Hommy.
Okay, I like it.
Picture comes in via Manfred Bauman Press, straight of Valagorski, Getty Images. Black Thought and Mach-Hommy have a collab album on the way. Story comes in via Hip Hop DX. Black Thought and Mach-Hommy, two of the game's most dangerous MCs, are joining forces for a full-length album. Mach confirmed news in his latest newsletter, telling fans, quote, "I have a few projects in the chamber. One with August Fanon, one with Ras G, and last but not least, Black-Hommy." Further details include a release date remain under wraps for now. The pair first teased the project together in an interview with Pigeons and Planes back in 2024. Quote, "Sometimes I send cats verses back because it's like I don't believe it enough," Black Thought says. So when you find somebody that's on that type of time, it's going to best serve the culture for y'all to collab. So I think we're probably going to continue to build. Mach added, "Oh yeah, we're building. I got a folder for you." The lyrical heavyweights have already given us a glimpse of their in-studio chemistry on Copy Code from Mach's 2024 album, Rich and Haitian. As well, your old Droog's 2020 song Pravada, which also featured LP and the God Fahim. So, sounds like Black Thought and Mach-Hommy got a lot of work going on behind the scenes and possibly a new album coming out. What are your thoughts?
I'm excited. You know, I'm not super deep on the Mach-Hommy. I wasn't really in the trenches with him. I had to go do my history this morning and kind of dig in on him. It sounds like he's kind of grown to fandom a little bit by his elusiveness and the fact that people don't actually know who this man is. He's always kind of cloaked his face a little bit. Nobody knows his real name. They know he came up in New Jersey. and you know, so it's he's kind of got that behind the scenes thing going on where you know there's a little bit of a lure from that. And then Black Thought, I'm always on board. You know what I mean? I love the bars, I love his punchlines, I love the way he carries himself and the history of the roots and everything else there. So you had me at Black Thought, but the whole project looks dope. I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm I I first heard of Mach-Hommy when I interviewed Bobby Vuelo. That was one of his guys, and we were talking about how Mach-Hommy at that time was selling albums. To get his album, it cost $444.
What?
Yeah, bud.
What was it? Was there something special about it? Like, did you get an autographed personal copy or something?
I mean, I think you just get it from him, and it's not available on anywhere else. Type shit.
Oof.
And I think he sold out too.
Really?
So
that's nuts. Props to him for that, though.
Yeah,
that's just a heavy price tag.
So yeah, that sounds like some super lyrical miracle hip hop fanatic dream shit that comes.
Sign me up.
Yeah, you know that's gonna come true. And I'd go out of my way to find it and hear it. It's one of them. It sounds like it'd be one of those type of projects. So I'm definitely interested. They have my attention. You know what I'm saying? Black Thought for sure.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Yeah, you know what I mean? That's exciting for me. I like it. I didn't see a release date, but I'm definitely gonna be checking for it, and you know what I mean, we're gonna report back and let y'all know.
Yeah, they said the release date remains under wraps for now.
Hell yeah. All right, next up in hip hop, man, you know, I'm kind of excited about this one just because I got the upcoming joint going down in Colorado. Let me turn off this. Boom. And this next article comes up, and it's talking about currency. And I ain't talking about the stock market, if you will. You know what I'm saying? We talking currency.
We're talking about the hospital.
You know what I'm saying, Mr. New Orleans? Nah, but I mess with him. You know what I'm saying? And I believe he is on this upcoming tour I'm going to in Colorado. But I've seen him in Des Moines rock a stage a few times, and this article kind of caught my attention because he's got some cool information in here. But the image comes in from Cameron Aubert, at Cam Snapped, if you will. Article comes in from Double XL. It says Currency discusses his prolific output, studio rules, and why followers are for the streets. Currency has spent over a decade skillfully managing his jet life empire, while becoming one of hip hop's most prolific MCs. He's achieved this while remaining connected to his hometown of New Orleans, the people and the hobbies he cherishes most. Despite being one of the most laid-back lyricists in rap, Currency has the need for speed. It's how he's been able to amass a body of work that includes around 100 projects. Includes a body of work that includes around 100 projects. That's heavy. And the reason he recently carved an RC racing track into the yard of his gated community mansion and keeps his driveway littered with everything from Ferraris to throwback Benzes. In the past 20 years, the New Orleans rapper's drive has done nothing but pay off. With the distinction of having been signed to two of hip-hop's most storied indie imprints at different points of his career, Currency has a unique perspective on music and its business. He spent the early 2000s under No Limit Records umbrella as a late addition to the 504 Boys.
That album was hot as fuck too, boy.
He was later recruited to Lil Wayne's Young Money Entertainment, where he spent 3 years before parting ways in 2007. In 2009, Currency took his flight path into his own hands and launched the label Jet Life Recordings. A staggering output of music has ensued, including critically acclaimed releases like How Fly with Wiz Khalifa in 2009, Pilot Talk in 2010, Covert Coupe in 2011, New Jet City in 2013, Fetty with Fred Gibbs in 2018, Continuance in 2022, and many, many more. Behind the music, he's an avid car collector and RC and Hot Wheels racer who, despite his celebrity status, can often be seen cruising Canal Street, New Orleans in a Lolo. pounding the pavement just for kicks. Though the 44-year-old MC is a kid at heart, he's a boss, expanding the Jet Life brand in 2011 with Jet Life Apparel and opening the thriving flagship store in the heart of downtown Nolens. While juggling music, business, and expensive hobbies, as well as being a father of a 6-year-old, Cruz, Spitta has never taken his foot off the gas. So that's a dope background. But the part that kind of caught my attention was the Q&A that Double XL did with them, and shout out to C. Vernon Coleman for the interview. So I'm going to fast forward ahead a little bit, and it says. The question is: you and producer Harry Fraud have had a run of dropping lots of music together, including 730 this year. Why do you think you and Harry work so well together? This kind of caught my attention. He said, "I think with him, the fact that I'm done so fast. By the time he played the beat 2 or 3 times, I'm already ready to go in there. I feel like if I got to look at the sky, think of a concept, and all of that, I don't even need to do it. With the beats he play." I see the movie already. It's like the beat writing the raps for me. So that's pretty dope. That's pretty exciting how quick he's able to write and just get in there. And then this other little piece that he says is Maryland rapper Primo Rice said in an interview that you intentionally keep the studio uncomfortable to maximize getting work done. And so that was the question. The answer was, hell yeah. There's 2 chairs in the whole studio. 1 chair for the engineer, the other chair if some legs come through. Other than that, whatever rapper came through that bitch with the most goods for the studio. Because rappers who pull up on me ain't got time to sit down. There's a pool outside. It's all kinds of shit out there. They got pumps and they got pumps and bump right outside. If that's what you came to do that. But it's out there. It ain't right here because we working.
Hello.
I like that.
Yes,
you know what I mean?
I love that. I love that. It sounds like where the fuck I need to be.
Not a lot of distractions.
That's how I am. I like to get to it, dog. You know, I work fast. You know, I'm not the fastest, but, you know, I like to think that I work fast. If you send me something, if it's dope, you know, chances are you'll have your shit back within 72 hours. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, you know, if you came here to party and bullshit and you want pumps and a bump, you know, all that shit's outside by the pool. And that's okay if that's what you're here for. Just go out there with that shit. Because in here, shit, we getting done. We getting shit. We're recording. You know what I'm saying, man? I love that. I want to get to it now. I want to get to it right now.
I saw an interview with Rick Rubin years ago. It was I want to say it was a Showtime documentary that they put together, and his place up in Malibu was kind of all white walls and not really much on it. You know what I mean? And then they asked him why he did that, and I'm probably mangling the exact quote, but he said basically, you know, I want people to come in and let the music inspire them rather than the art on the walls or the things in the studio. I want them to come in with their inspiration already. You know, don't be inspired by this place. Be inspired by what we're doing.
Yeah.
So.
And then Currency, man, that's when I first got hip to him, when he was on No Limit, when he came in on that 504 Boys album. I think maybe it was Hood, something rich. It was the one that had the front of the car, the Bentley or something. Baller something.
I was trying to pull it up for us real quick here. Okay, so I got the track, Everywhere I Go.
No, it's an album that he was introduced on. Was it Goodfellas?
It says 504 Boys, and the license plate says Ballers on the front. I was just
Ballers. Yeah.
I was trying to find the actual album name versus just the single. One of the hits was 504 Boys and Webby, Grab the Wall and Rock the Boat.
I think it was the album Ballers.
Yep. Oh, that is what it's called. Yep, I just found it.
I think that was the one Currency was on.
Yeah. That's from 2002.
Goodness.
Yeah.
I remember that, dog. if that was the album, let's see if we can find a track listing for that.
I got you right here, bro. Who Run This? Haters Gone. Tight Whips. Holla. I Got You Girl. Look at Me Now. Yeah, yeah. Get Back. Commercial. My Life is Sweet. Want to
My
Live Like
life
Us.
is sweet.
Tell Me. War. I gotta have that there. Everywhere I go. Everybody chilling. We're gonna ride. Grab the wall.
There might be another one. Is that it? Maybe Currency was on Goodfellas. I don't know, man. I remember that Ballers album though.
Let's see if AI can help us out. When did Currency?
Damn. Cause them songs don't sound familiar. I mean, the songs do, but I don't feel like I remember Currency on them songs.
Yeah. Okay, so it says Currency joined the 504 Boys in 2002 as a member of Master P's No Limit Records. He was added to the group New No Limit rebrand following C Murder's legal issues. His key contributions was when he was featured on the 504 Boys album Ballers and appeared on the song Get
album.
Back.
Okay.
Yeah, he stayed with No Limit until roughly 2004, later joining Lil Wayne's Young Money.
Yeah, it must have been the album, man. We was slapping the shit out of that. We used to be on that Lil Flip too, dog.
Oh, bro, I fucked with Lil Flip hard.
That motherfucking Lil Flip, he had that
This is the way we ball.
It was the double disc CD. What was that, Urban Legend?
That sounds right.
It might have been before that though. He had a double disc. It had that You See It on it in the 703. That's as old as hell.
Yeah. Lil Flip was a legend though. He was messing with DJ Screw back in the day. He even had an album called The Underground Legend. The Leprechaun. I'm trying to find the early joints. Yeah, I mean he was that dude. You know what I mean?
Flipper.
Yeah, Freestyle King.
That Freestyle King.
He freestyled for me when I did an interview with him back in the day.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was at Toad Holler.
Oh yeah, that's back in the day for real.
Yep. Yeah, man. Shout out to Currency for his body of work, continuing to work, everything he's been doing, and you know what I mean. Much love on that one because that's somebody that got an opportunity and held on. You know what I mean? He caught a wave and he said, "I ain't getting off this bitch."
Yeah, for sure. Shit, let's talk motherfucking LaRussell.
Okay.
LaRussell. So the photo comes in from Jesse Grant and Getty Images for EA Sports. The headline is LaRussell deactivates social media amid backlash to Heaven Sent. That's a track. Story comes in via Hot New Hip Hop. LaRussell garnered controversy for calling Donald Trump, Adolf Hitler, Jeffrey Epstein, and more Heaven Sent on a new song.
That's a hot take.
Excuse me. LaRussell is no stranger to controversy, as his critical remarks concerning the music of Lil Wayne went viral earlier this year. But more recent backlash against him became even more of an uproar, which has apparently led to him deactivating his social media accounts. At press time, Russell's Twitter and Instagram accounts are unavailable. Victor Baez covered this on Twitter, sharing a screenshot of an Instagram story from a fan account. Quote, "A lot of people have assumed LaRussell Instagram blocked you. He's currently taking a break and will be back soon. While we don't have an explicit explanation for this break, many fans assume it's due to the recently performed Heaven Sent track. On it, he called Adolf Hitler, Donald Trump, and Jeffrey Epstein Heaven Sent alongside folks like Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, and Kanye West. It was meant to comment on how people all come from God regardless of their crimes, behaviors, and beliefs. Still, folks tore LaRussell apart online. He said his engineer advised him to not put this song out. While it's not officially out, the reaction to the viral performance of it proved why that advice came. For those unfamiliar with the Something's in the Water MC, LaRussell is from California's Bay Area city, Vallejo.
Valley Joe.
His independently mind grind as an artist has been very compelling to see, although controversies like these have tainted the discourse. The 31-year-old seems ready to combat these narratives, though. In a final statement on the matter, LaRussell blasted the heaven sent backlash as performative outrage. The selective outrage and fake righteousness is a joke, he tweeted. It's always us, always been complicit in supporting serial killers, murderers, drug dealers, pimps, and niggas destroying their community for years. But me saying God made me and he also made these sick ass niggas, there's a line has to be drawn. Cut it out. If you're going to be outraged about it all. Turn the murder music off and every other detrimental form of art you consume. I'm one of the few niggas in this shit smiling and putting good into the ecosystem. I'm going to keep saying and doing what I want with my art because I'm a fucking artist. Y'all can keep being fake outraged and complicit with everything else. Steve, what are your immediate thoughts after reading that article?
There's a lot to unpack in there. I mean, I can kind of see what he's trying to say. You know what I mean? These motherfuckers all came from the same spot, but I just, I mean, it's so obviously there's a handful of people that are celebrated over here. You know, Malcolm X and I can't remember who else he listed. Let me jump back in there. Malcolm X, Martin Luther King Jr. are obviously celebrated. Kanye is a little bit. He says some crazy shit. That might be just my personal take. But then obviously there's this whole other category that he's comparing them to: Adolf, Donald Trump, and Jeffrey Epstein, who definitely in current moment, but you know, in just in general are the scum of the earth, you know what I mean? And so to kind of lump those people in the same pile, you can see how that's going to cause some controversy. It's going to ruffle some feathers.
Yeah, and I think that's he knew what he was doing. I mean, this is strategic to even make the record, and you know, to hear the input that you got before you even put it out. You know what this was going to do. You know, he's not wrong. You know, ultimately everybody did come from the same place. You know, we all are humans regardless. You know, it just some people choose to do, you know, devastating evil shit, you know, with their power, and others choose to, you know, be freedom fighters and shit like that. It's controversial, but at the end of the day, he's not wrong.
Does it turn you off from LaRussell? Because I mean, I was turned on by his lyricism and stuff in the beginning. I ain't really tapped in on him a whole bunch lately, but does it turn you off when he does kind of a stunt like this? You know what I mean? To get a little attention.
I'd have to hear the song in the context and how it's all said and how it blends.
Yeah.
Just reading the headlines and shit like that. You know, I can't give it proper analysis. You know, I got to hear the record myself and how it hits me when I hear it for the first time to see if I understand, or to me, he might be a crazy nigga to me too, you know? I'm like, oh, nah, hell nah, homeboy. You know, it could be that. Or right. It could be like, oh, man, y'all tripping. Like, man, y'all hear it, but y'all ain't listening.
Sure.
You know, so I have to hear the song. Enough. Yeah, I have to hear Heaven Sent by LaRussell to make a real heartfelt opinion about it.
I respect that. I haven't heard it. I have not heard it yet either. I dug in on the Black Thought and Mach-Hommy a little bit, but I didn't get a chance to spin this one yet. So to be continued. You know what I mean? We might have to circle back around and drop a thought on this one later on, and I'm sure the story will continue. So, you know.
Yeah, and if anybody has heard Heaven Sent, you know, tell us how you heard it. You know, what do you think of it in the comments? You know.
Most def, yeah, definitely let us know what you think. Because we'd like an opinion on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Heaven Sent. I'm gonna check it out today.
Yep, I'm gonna give it a spin. I gotta go pick up a new couch after this. The homie said he's getting rid of his couch, so I jam it on my way to the spot.
Yeah. Well, your man Marshall's in the news again.
I was actually in Phoenix, and my buddy let me drive his AMG, and humble brag, and and I was super excited to drive the AMG, as I was a little nervous, but even more excited, I don't have Sirius radio, and so I was like, oh man, I can play Shade 45, and so we got into this AMG in Phoenix and turned on Shade 45, and that was when I got the news. And so this one's kind of a sad one. It's actually a very sad one. R.I.P. to one of a very, very influential DJ and radio personality and just a dope person in hip hop, Lord Sear. I ain't heard a negative word about this man. And so it's sad to hear something like this. But image comes in from Scott Legato, Getty Images, Johnny Nunez from Wire Images. Article comes in from Hip Hop DX. We're going to kick it off. We're going to say Lord Sear, legendary hip hop DJ and radio personality, has passed away at age 53. The sad news was announced on March 11th in a statement posted on Sear's Instagram page. A cause of death is currently unknown. Quote, "It is with heavy hearts that we share the passing of Lord Sear. He was more than a voice on the radio. He was a force, a friend, and a family to many of us," the post read, end quote. Lord Sear's legacy is hip hop runs deep. A proud member of the CM family, he first made his mark alongside hip hop artists like Curious before going on to the legendary Stretch and Bobbito show, touring the world as Eminem's anger management tour DJ, and spending over 20 years as a cornerstone of the Shade 45 family. He helped shape the culture at every level. Shade 45, Eminem's Sirius XM channel, will honor Lord Sear, real name Steve Watson, with a special broadcast on Thursday, March 12th. In this honor, please tune in tomorrow. This obviously is a past release, but it says, in this honor, please tune in tomorrow from June 12 to 4 Eastern Time, 9 to 1 Pacific Time on Sirius XM Shade 45, where friends can come together during the slot to share memories and celebrate the incredible life he lived. Eminem led off the tributes to the beloved DJ, writing on a heartfelt post on Instagram. Sear was one of the greatest people to be around. I will never forget how he made me laugh on tour together. Our time on Shade 45 was always some of my favorite interviews. He made the world a better place, and I'm going to seriously miss that. Rest in peace, Lotre, a.k.a. Lord Sear. And it goes on and on. I heard DJ Premier was brought on the show when I was listening, and he had all sorts of awesome stories to tell and things to say about him. And it sounded like DJ Premier had recently, as I want to say, as early as even the night before, Lord Sear had texted DJ Premier and was like, "Bro, I love you," and so they had a very tight relationship. But this man put on the homie Ren Thomas, you know what I mean? Somebody I got a handful of tracks about. He gave him a lot of opportunities in the early years for Ren, and he said he was one of the first ones to bring him on the radio, and he really was just all about the hip hop music and saw past color and everything else, and just he worked with a lot of people, you know what I mean? And that's dope as hell.
Yeah, when you got people like Premier, Fat Joe, Big Boy, and Mos Def, and De La Soul, Questlove, More Than You, like, oh yeah, you done touched some motherfucking souls for sure.
Yeah.
Respectfully, I'm not familiar with Lord Sear, but that's death is a terrible thing anyway, for family members and everything. You never want to see anybody go, and you don't like to see families and children in mourning and shit like that. You feel me?
For sure. But big ups to Lord Sear. Much love for his impact that he had on hip hop and everything he did for his 2 decades that he was at Shade 45. You know what I mean? He brought lots of the hip hop culture. I know Sway was a big fan of his from Sway in the Morning, and it just sounds like everybody had mad love for him. So
yeah,
that's a tough one.
On some positive things, April 20th, 420.
Mm-hmm.
It's an official date. Big Ray West and Diamond G's album is coming.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Digital Trafficking, Des Moines to KC is the official date. We got physical copies coming, and it hits all platforms April 20th. 10 all new songs.
That's dope, man. I wish we had a graphic or something to drop on them right now.
I got one. I should have sent it to you.
It's
but
all good. It's all good.
We'll talk about it on Tuesday or something, and I'll give you the graphic and shit.
Hell yeah. Now that's exciting though, bro. Okay, so you said it's 10 tracks?
Yep, 10 tracks, man. Produced by DJ Q, J Slim the beat maker, and L on the beat.
Okay.
And I think that's it. It's only got 2 features, maybe 3 features. Features my cousin Big Flo, CP, and Samo Davis out of Bellevue, Nebraska. So yeah.
Okay. Now, let's talk a little bit more about your counterpart on this one, just because, I know you said he ain't real big on interviews and whatnot, so it's gonna be tough to get him on. We're gonna keep trying, but let's talk about him and his history.
Diamond G, man. So he's a real street guy, real OG guy. Grew up in the penitentiaries and shit like that. He runs with the Orcas. You know what I'm sizzling?
That's Rich the Factor's crew down there, right?
Yeah, dig.
Okay.
Certified Orca. And they just real. Real street guys and real authentic and real gritters. They've been in the music industry for a long time on the independent grind, and they was on the scene when the getting was really good on the music scene. You know what I'm saying? When they was making big bread off of flipping CDs and shit.
Out to Trump.
So, he's very polished in the independent game. He has a lot of knowledge, man. He's still doing shows right now. Shout out to Diamond G. He's active in Kansas City and in St. Joe. And it was an honor to do this project with him.
Yeah, no, he's ultra polished, man. I've seen some of the other joints he's done, music videos and whatnot. Since you put me up on him, and he hits it, man. You know what I'm saying? I definitely mess with him. Big ups to Ray West for putting me on Diamond G, but big up to Diamond G for holding it down and repping the Midwest and doing his thing in Kansas City. You know what I mean? And the invitation is still out there. We'd love to get you on the podcast and have you on here and talk a little bit with us, bro.
Yeah, I'm gonna send him this clip.
There we go.
I'm gonna clip it out and be like, "Hey, man, we ain't gonna talk about your personal life. Let's just talk strictly about the album, Digital Trafficking, Des Moines to KC."
Music and barbecue. That's it.
He might come on, dog. He jumped on the homie DP out of Lawrence, Kansas. He had a little podcast going on. I don't want to disrespect it. He had a big podcast going on. I don't want to disrespect this shit by saying little. He had a big podcast going on, and they was doing music reviews. And he had Diamond G pop up on there for a minute to play one of his records.
Okay.
And Cuddy had his face on the camera and shit. I was like, oh, shit.
Turn the page on that one. We out here.
You know what I'm saying? So we'll see what's up, man. But yeah, I'm excited for it. 10 new tracks. Our new single is out right now called Carry On, produced by J Slim, the beat maker out of Kansas City. Tear it up though.
Hell yeah. No, that's dope. That's exciting. I'm gonna peep it out once we get off of here, but that's exciting, man. I want to hear that. So on another note, we're talking, we had talked currency earlier, but I definitely wanted to tap in. There's a lot of dope tours coming on the scene right now. They're announcing them all over the place. We had talked currency, so it seemed only fitting to reiterate that there is an upcoming tour. The Wiz Khalifa, 2 Chainz, Berner, Chevy Woods, Currency at Red Rocks, April 19th. I'm gonna be out there covering that. And then we've also got Ice Cube, Big Boy of Outkast, and Czarface, April 20th at Red Rocks. And then as we touch down even a little closer to our neck of the woods, we got the OG homie Tech 9, E40, and King ISO. My bad. King ISO at that's the Strange With It Tour 2026 hits Horizon Event Center April 23rd in Des Moines, Iowa.
That's so dope.
Ultra excited for that one. And then I'm ripping through these quick. You can find the links and information online, but I just wanted to get that all out there. And then
Hey, at that show, if King ISO do that crash out with E40's verse on there, dog.
Oh, bro, it's going to snap.
That nigga Earl's going to come out there doing that. That nigga 40 be going dumb as hell, be cracking me the fuck up. He said, I don't know what I be doing. I just be creating dances on the move, just spontaneous. Just doing the fisherman and shit.
uh, Lil Wayne also announced a set of tour dates coming out with 2 Chainz in the game. He is in Des Moines. I want to say it's like July 13th or something like that. Maybe it's the 16th. At the Horizon. I'm sorry, not the Horizon. He's down at the Casey Center. Big ups to Casey's in the Casey Center for that one. First Fleet Concerts. So catch Lil Wayne in Des Moines in July, and then Cypress Hill and Bone Thugs and Harmony is going to be in Cedar Rapids, July 21st. And so don't sleep on that one either. So get out there, soak up some hip hop in Des Moines and the metro and the state.
Twista just announced a 10-city Midwest tour.
Okay.
Twista's back on the road, and yeah.
Shout out to the Speed Now Mobsters.
I think they're coming to Cedar Rapids.
That's the closest one for us.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, shout out to Mr. Twista.
Hell yeah.
I gotta see this man, dog. He's gonna be in Kansas City with Silent Ave and your guy, the Strange Music Cat, the former Strange Music Cat. Is it Scatterman?
Oh yeah, Snug.
Yeah, Snug. Yeah, he's gonna be. So Snug just jumped on that Twista show with Silent Ave.
Okay,
I think
that's the homie.
I think it's in Lawrence. It's either in Kansas City or Lawrence, Kansas. But I seen that too.
That's what's up.
Yeah, man. Twista's back on the road. You got to think an album might be coming or something. Shit.
Yeah, it feels like, if you know what I mean. We had kind of predicted some of that when a lot of this music started dropping off the West Coast, and we saw, that foreshadowing a tour. And so I feel like it's the same way. You start dropping some music, it's like, okay, maybe a tour's coming. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think you're spot on with that, bro.
Yeah. Also, I just got this. I didn't show y'all, but I just bought this.
Becoming Legend. Get Rich, Leave a Legacy. Berner, co-founder and CEO of Cookies. That's dope.
It's his brand new book and shit,
I might have to get me a copy of that.
Yeah, bro. So
That's hard.
I got it on. We did the meet and greet in Kansas City, and if you did the meet and greet, he gave you a free copy of it.
Okay.
So I'm going to be diving into this motherfucker this week, man. Shout out motherfucking Berner, man. If y'all want to get some game, I'm sure it's full of great stories. I haven't read it yet, but
I saw the trailer for it, and it looks phenomenal.
They're doing crazy promo for it, bro. Crazy promo for it.
I brought this one down because when I was in Detroit, when I was in Phoenix, we popped into a little vinyl store when me and my wife were out scoping things out, and I was going to try and scoop up a gift for my kids or something.
Yeah.
Only left with something for myself, selfish.
Yeah.
But
I mean, sometimes it's like that. You go in there with eyes for everybody else, but something talks to who? You.
Yep. But I came up on this Dillatroit, the JD documentary. And so I was thinking,
a hard name too, Dillatroit.
Yep.
That's kind of hard, dog.
Yeah. And so I'm gonna peep out the J Dilla doc, but then I'm gonna probably slide it Ray West way and let you peep it out because it looks ultra hard. It was only $10, so I had to buy it. You know what I mean? But the homie Nuisance put me up on just how intricate and how much J Dilla gave back. So
yeah, I'd love to get hip to that, man. I would love to get hip to that.
I'm sleeping on the comments. CP is up in there. He said, "Let's go, 420, baby."
Oh yeah, hell yeah. What was we talking about on 420? Oh yeah, the album. Yeah, Diamond G, Big Ray West, Digital Trafficking, Des Moines to KC, featuring CP, Samo Davis, and Big Flow.
Yeah. 2 seconds. Ray, stall me out for a hot second while I type.
You know what I'm saying? And then not only that, but Carry On, produced by J Slim the Beatmaker, is currently out everywhere. You know what I'm saying? So run that up and let us know what you think. And if you already played that, the single before that was Green Light. You know what I mean? Green Light, Big Ray West and Diamond G featuring Big Flow. So it's been a long time coming, and we're happy that this project is finally about to be ready for everybody to consume, and we're doing physical copies. I'll have a handful here in Des Moines. He'll have a handful down in KC, and you know, you can get it like that. Get it how y'all live, cause it's
Yes,
gonna be
sir.
available.
No, that's dope. That's dope. Hell yeah. Shout out to CP for being our number one guest today. Appreciate him supporting the podcast, all the comments. And you too can support the podcast by subscribing, sharing, and retweeting. And in recognition of all the support and love today for CP, if he comes down by the studio, we're going to give him a 1.44 megabyte floppy disk with a 64 bar verse from a reclusive legend that goes way too far back to even name. And so CP, stop by and pick up your floppy disk, and we will have it ready for you at the studio today, sir.
CP, I had no idea about this week's prize. I was not aware. I was not made aware. I would have told you not to waste your time today. My apologies. You know what I'm saying? My apologies.
Caller number 2 gets a misprinted grill from Paul Wall's Gold Grill Shop.
Oh no!
It doesn't fit. Cannot be melted down.
Damn, you could have said a Elmer Fudd Platinum Fubu shirt or something. Damn.
It's a one-off. It's
all good, man.
Man, I appreciate everybody tuning in today. Ray, it felt good to get back out here and have a little fun with this. This was a great episode. This was a lot of fun.
Yeah, man. Shout out to CP, Tremaine, and Test One, man. We all got together yesterday. We got a really, really big record we're going to announce this year. We're going to drop it on Des Moines like it's a motherfucking bad habit, boy. Hey. And I'm gonna probably get with Steve. I'll bring Steve in behind the scenes, and because all consultation will be good consultation. We wanna make sure we get this one right. And we need all the advice we can get. But I met up with the 3 good fellas yesterday. And we got some plans, man. We got a lot of music we're gonna give y'all this year. So shout out to CP, Test One, and Tremaine for real.
Y'all have been working hard.
For real, dog.
I don't see anything but work coming out of that camp right now.
Stupid. And then shout out DZ. Me and DZ, Seattle. Me and DZ just hooked up for another single. It's called The Plug's House. And I anticipate that to be coming probably in May.
And the artwork on that one is nasty. I like that. You said that to me when I was traveling. That's hard. That's hard.
That's DZ's guy, 330 Stacks, I think it is. 300 or 330 Stacks, one of the two, you know what I'm saying? Respectfully, I can't remember off the top of my head, but he's doing the graphics for him. And The Plug's House, that's produced by Tremaine also.
Okay.
And then CP has a record with DZ. And you know what I'm saying? I think it's called Cake and Ice Cream. And yeah, man, we're getting to it.
And we're making a run out there. We ain't announced when it is. We're going to get it on the map. Matter of fact, now that I'm back home, we can officially start planning that.
We actually were talking about that last night, and I told him I spoke to you, but you said you had to recalibrate, and we'll figure it out.
I was running on no sleep for a while there, just running and gunning. But now that I'm back home, we can look at the calendar and start calibrating things and tap in with DZ and kind of figure it out. But I've been talking to him a lot lately. And he and I are working on some new music as well. So it's about time to get the cameras out and go ahead to Seattle and do some interviews and link up and really make it happen.
Man, that's dope. We putting, all of us, collectively are putting on for this Des Moines, Seattle thing, not to say we're the first, I know there's Des Moines to Seattle connections outside of us already, I already know that, but
yeah.
We're just doing our part and, working on the bridge. We putting in our man hours. You did.
Amen. So, yeah, man, it's beautiful out. The sun is shining. It's a little chillier today than it was yesterday, but I think we got some more nice weather coming for us. Ray, what do you got going on the rest of the day, bro?
I'm gonna pick my wife up from the airport. She was just out in Las Vegas with her sisters on a girls' trip, and it's well deserved. She's a fucking saint, so she gets to go hang out with the gals, live her life. I'm cool with that.
That's what's
And
up.
yeah, I'll get to pick her up today, and I imagine me and her will be doing a lot of talking and playing old baby and procreating and stuff like that.
Oh boy.
You dig? Yeah.
That's what's up. That's what's up. I got to go to work here in a little bit, but my son's got AAU basketball practice here in a little bit, and I think my daughter took off a few minutes ago. She had to get back up to school, and so man, this Afroman reel is just going crazy right now. I just got an update on my phone over here. It says 47 new comments.
That's awesome, man.
Shout out to Afroman again for everything he did, giving us the love he did.
You dropped it. You dropped that reel at the right time. I dropped mine like 12 days too early. I already dropped that same reel, but like I said, I missed the timing.
Yeah, and it's so funny how that came together because I had no idea. I just knew that you had it in the folder. We got a shared folder we be dropping stuff in, and Ray's been killing it with the reels. And I was traveling, and I was like, oh man, I ain't posting nothing in a minute. Let me grab something out the folder real quick.
The day he decides, I'll be active today, just dominate. You know what I'm saying? I'm going crazy, 10 reels a day and shit for the last 10 weeks and shit. This motherfucker decides to just jump in the game real quick and just destroys all the numbers.
I got lucky, bro.
Yeah, timing is definitely everything.
For sure. Man, all right. This was a good one. This one's going to go crazy too, Ray. All right. As always, Ray, thank you so much. Appreciate you, Big Ray West.
Man, I wanted to shout out Smoov G and Velvet, man. Smoov G and Velvet got a brand new album on the way too, entirely produced by Velvet. It's beautiful to see Velvet in the spotlight and working with these Des Moines legends and rappers because he's of that stature as well. He's got a lot of big history on the west side of Des Moines and this underground rap shit.
Not to mention all the stories he told us. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. All the stories he told us on the interviews that we did, because we got an episode with Velvet on here and Smoov G. For
sure, and I'm sharing those shorts right now currently. So
okay.
So shout out Velvet and Smoov, man. You'd love to see two OGs come together and link up like that and give you beautiful music. I can't wait for the album.
Hell yeah. All right, y'all. Until next time, it's your boy Wilson for EmceeTV.
It's your boy Big Ray West, B-I-double-G, representing the west side of Des Moines, Iowa, not to be confused with the West Coast. And they know.
And we out. Peace.
We've been known to snatch a piece or two. Y'all can't take over cause we gon' eat the you. Rock steady like a ginger brought Aretha through. This shit torture and I'ma keep feeding you. On that East Coast shit, y'all better duck down. Price on his dome, 5 on it like yuck mouth. When the plug get knocked, that's when the price jump. American Nightmare, that's where the Spice won. Rappers running like Ricky in the alleyway. Putting an end to the week, no Saturday. They want static, get it shaking like hash is clay, passionate thugs mixing Douce with Alizé.
Don't play with us, them goons ain't got you safe enough. Yellow fuck 'em like Smokey off the angel dust. My life so real, sounds like I made it up. Been up so long, I don't remember waking up. Dangerous, sharper than a razor's touch. We hit that strip and get the caking up. God hate ugly, so ain't no saving us. Been up so long, I don't remember waking up.
Big balls don't